Hey, thanks for checking out Pac-10 Sports Talk, Week 12 of the NCAA football season. In this segment, we're going to do some national predictions on games. We're going to start talking about Wisconsin playing Michigan. Joel, I want to know what you think.
Wisconsin, the Big Ten's best team, most consistent team. Either John Clay, their running back, may or may not play this week. Doesn't matter to me. They scored 83 last week against Indiana. They very well could score 83 this week against a porous defense in Michigan. But more realistically, Denard Robinson and that potent it can be potent offense for Michigan is going to keep this game somewhat competitive, but it just doesn't have the firepower to match up with Wisconsin. I'm going with Wisconsin 34-20.
Yeah, but I don't know what the odds makers are thinking on this one. 4.5 point favorites. You just rack up 83 points on Indiana. Can't figure that one out. Wisconsin just on a roll right now. They've beaten Ohio State at home and Iowa on the road. I'm going Badgers 38-28. Go Badgers.
Rich Rodriguez was 3-9 in his first year at Michigan. Now he's 7-3, so a lot of progress being made. But going into this game, I think he's got to be a little concerned about his quarterback, who's thrown 8 interceptions in the last 5 games. So got to be clicking all cylinders if you want to beat Wisconsin. And I don't see that happening. I say Wisconsin 39, Michigan 28.
Okay, another Big Ten game we want to talk about is number 9 Ohio State. Going to play number 20 Iowa. Jeremy, what road is this going down?
Iowa's last 3 games by a total of 12 points, and I wouldn't be surprised if Iowa pulls this one out. However, Ohio State, sporting the number 2 defense in America, only lost against Wisconsin. Ohio State has won 11-1 against Iowa in this one. So just too much Buckeyes in this one. Ohio State wins 21-14.
Yeah, Iowa just hasn't looked good. The last 2 games they barely beat Indiana, and then they lost. Got upset last week against Northwestern, and like said, they're playing the number 2 ranked team in the defense in the nation, and they also Ohio State leads the nation in turnovers. And I think they're going to capitalize on some turnovers. And I think it's just too much Pryor and Herron, their running back. I see this as 28-20 Ohio State in Iowa City.
As good as Ohio State is perceived to be, they don't have one single win over a top-tier Big Ten opponent. But having said that, like Joel said, Iowa hasn't been playing well lately either, and I don't think they're going to play well enough this time either. So I'm going to go with Ohio State 27, Iowa 24 in a tight one.
Okay, let's talk about a Big 12 game. Oklahoma going to play Baylor. Jack, what do you think?
Well, Oklahoma, quite honestly, is terrible on the road. The only thing they could point to away from home is a 21-29 win, 29-27 win over Cincinnati. They've lost to Missouri and they've lost to Texas A&M on the road. And now they're playing a pretty good team. But they're playing Baylor, who has a great offense but no defense. And I don't see Baylor scoring enough points to keep the pace up. I see Oklahoma 37, Baylor 30, but fairly close.
No one in the nation has bought more Baylor stock than I have, and I'm selling it right now.
We've all sold ours.
Yeah, Baylor's taught us in the last 2 weeks that if they're playing a team with a high potent offense, that they just can't compete. Defensively, they just can't match up, and I don't see anything changing this week. I see Landry Jones having big numbers through the air, and I'm going Nebraska 34-24. Oklahoma. I'm sorry.
This is a big game if you're Oklahoma. They need this game to have any shot at the Big 12 title, so I think they come out rolling. And if you're an Oklahoma fan, I hate to say it, but you're probably a huge Cornhusker fan this week too. I think the Sooners just too much, like Jack was saying, offensively they're rolling to Waco, and I'm going to go the Sooners 41-24.
Okay, let's talk about number 8 Nebraska going to play number 19 Texas A&M. Joel, your thoughts on the game?
Many people could pick Nebraska. They got the number 20 ranked offense. They got the number 6 ranked defense. But I'm going to go with the hot hand right now. I'm going to go with Texas A&M on this. Since Tannehill has taken over in the quarterback spot 4 weeks ago, they're 4-0. They've beaten 2 ranked teams in Oklahoma and Baylor. And Tannehill's just done nothing but throw for a little bit less than 300 yards a game and 3 touchdowns is what he's averaging. I'm going to pick Texas A&M on a slight upset and continuing that roll. I'm going to go 28-27. Aggies.
Wow. Boy, and I'm looking forward to this game. You got the number 1 passing efficiency defense in Nebraska against the number 8 passing offense yardage-wise in the Aggies. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Nebraska squeaked one out the last time they played in College Station in 06, 28-27. But I think Nebraska capitalizes on their pass defense and win this one 31-21.
like Jeremy said, there's a lot of interesting matchups in this game, offense versus defense and so on. But I'm going to go with what Joel said. I agree that since Ryan Tannehill's taken over at quarterback, they've been undefeated. In fact, they haven't even been challenged. So I'm going to go with that trend, and I'm going to pick an upset here. Sorry, Jeremy. Texas A&M 28, Nebraska 26.
Listen to me.
Okay, so now we got North Carolina State going to play North Carolina. Jeremy, where's this going?
Boy, I struggled picking this one. Last year NC State pulled this one out. Stopping the last 3 drives on downs. A blocked field goal and interception last year. NC State has won the last 3 in this rivalry, but I think the Tar Heels make amends this year, and I think Chapel Hill's going to be rocking. It's going to be a great place to watch a football game, and I'm going to go North Carolina at home, 27-24.
Yeah, both these teams are very similar. They both have a solid defense, but offensively they both struggle rushing the ball, but they both have high success in throwing the ball. So to me it comes down to which quarterback can throw the ball more effectively, and I'm going to go with the home team in North Carolina. It's going to be a rocking atmosphere. I'm going to go with TJ Yates throwing the ball successfully for a 31-27 victory.
Jack, you're shaking your head.
No, I'm just thinking they're been reading my playbook. They're picking the same. Like Joel said, TJ Yates, he's on again, off again, on again, off again. But so I think he was off last week, so I think he's going to be on again this week. So and I think also North Carolina, since they had all those suspensions, they have this win one for the Gipper attitude. So I'm going to go with a win one for the Gipper attitude. I'm going to go with North Carolina 31, NC State 25.
Okay, next game we want to talk about is number 16, Virginia Tech. Going to play the 24th team, Miami. Who's taking this one first, Jack?
Yeah.
Might be me. It's hard to pick against a Hokie team that's won their last 8 games in a row since an opening pair of losses. But I still think that Miami has the best team here. I think the Hurricane defense is going to cause them some problems. Might expose some weaknesses they have. Going for maybe I know the rest of the nation probably thinks Virginia Tech's going to win, but I'm going to go with Miami 31, Va-Tech 28.
Whoa! The only thing that's going to be exposed this week is your picking ability. I say it completely differently. Va-Tech to me is in all aspects is the better team. I think they're going to come in. They're ranked 19th in rushing offense. They're going to go against the 77th ranked Miami defense, rushing defense. I just think that they're going to be able to rush the ball too much on it. Plus, I think Va-Tech's got a lot to play for this week. Could be if they win this week, they could clinch the ACC Atlantic Division. So I think they have a lot going for them. I think the momentum I think will carry, and they go 28-20. They win.
So you're picking Va-Tech?
I picked Va-Tech over Miami.
I think this guy's reading my notes. And Miami's playing with the backup QB. Let's not forget that.
Well, Ja'Cory Harris is back.
Oh, he is
but
back.
it doesn't matter to me.
Well, Virginia Tech's on a roll. What can you say? They're going to go into Miami.
Rolls come to an end.
Yes. They go into Miami. They're going to win 28-20. Not a whole lot I can say about this, but Va-Tech's going to win this. Going to make it 9 straight.
Okay, let's hit this one. Utah playing at SDSU. Joel, what do you think?
Two teams, both coming off losses. You had Utah embarrassed by Notre Dame, and you have San Diego State that barely lost to TCU. And Utah's won the last four meetings with these two teams, 4 matchups. But you know what? With this, I'm going to go with the more consistent offense with this, and I'm going to go with San Diego State. And I'm going to go with a 34-30 victory. And I especially like the fact that Utah has been struggling recently offensively. In fact, they even have a quarterback controversy, and I just think they're sputtering a little bit too much right now.
No, I agree. However, I think this might be a bounce back game for Utah. San Diego State's kind of floated under the radar this year. I mean, at the beginning of the year, would you put San Diego State on your list of one of the better teams of the year? However, I think Utah's going to bring their A game this game down to San Diego State. I just think Utah's got the better defense in this one. They're going to go on the road. They're going to win 28-27.
I think Utah might be on the same page with Oregon State right now. Kind of their programs seem to be going the same direction, and I think San Diego State's a lot better than a team than I thought. I had realized that they were. So I'm going to go with the upstart team, San Diego State. I'm going to pick a minor upset here, 35 over Utah 24.
Okay, last game we want to talk about is number 13, Arkansas going to play Mississippi State number 21. Jeremy, we're going to start with you.
Well, this is a great game. Looking forward to watching this one. SEC West battle. This is another trend game for me. Arkansas has won the last 15 of the last 17 hard to pick against that. There's something to be said about that. What this game boils down for me is who's the best player in the field? Mallet. So hands down, incredible passer, NFL bound for sure. I'm going with Arkansas on this one, 27-21.
I'm going a little bit. I don't see it this close. Arkansas's just been on fire. They won their last 4, but offensively they scored 38 points or more in their last 5 games. Mississippi State, too one-dimensional. They pass the ball. They don't pass the ball very well. They rush the ball well. They just can't match Arkansas's firepower. It's 40-24. Blowout.
Well, I agree with Joel. The Bulldogs had their chance last week to prove they're an elite team by beating Alabama. They got blown out 30-10. Arkansas is one of the top passing teams in America. Mississippi State's one of the worst pass defense in America. It's just not a good matchup for the Bulldogs. And I agree with Joel. It's going to be not that close. Arkansas 38, Mississippi State 21, 17 points.
Okay, there you have it, the national predictions on Pac-10 Sports Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We really want to know what your comments are. We want to know what your feedback are. So feel free to leave them.
And stay tuned next week.
And stay tuned next week. I'm Donovan.
I'm Joel.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Jack.
And thanks again.